Around 1 million Latino voters in Texas were voting for Trump. Do they all have slave mentality?
Jasmine Crockett, Lady Eyelashes, is running for Senate. And here is Jake Tapper actually doing a decent job calling her out for saying that Latinos who voted for Trump have a slave mentality.
Let me ask you about a quote that you've made that has some Democrats worried about your ability to win statewide. In a December 2024 Vanity Fair profile, you talked about, quote, and I'm going to read a lot of the quote just to put it in the context, quote, all the complexities within the Latino community. The immigration thing has always been something that has perplexed me about this community. It's basically like, I fought to get here, but I left y'all where I left y'all, and I want no more y'all to come here. If I wanted to be with y'all, I would stay with y'all, but I don't want y'all coming to my new home. It almost reminds me of what people would talk about when they would talk about kind of like slave mentality and the hate that some slaves would have for themselves. It's almost like a slave mentality that they have. Now, about the time that that was published last year, around 1 million Latino voters in Texas were voting for Trump. Do they all have slave mentality?
No, and that's not what that said at all, to be clear. It did not say that every Latino has that type of mentality.
No, but the ones that vote for people who believe in strong or Trump's immigration policies.
So I don't believe that the people that voted for Trump believe in what they're actually getting.
Even worse, because if your answer is they don't believe that they're getting what they think they're getting, that you're basically saying they're effing retards, right? Like, so that's even worse than saying they have a slave mentality. But there's also something funny about having Jake Tapper say y'all 17 times. But lady, you meant what you said. You meant what you said. And the irony, of course, of what you said is that many Latinos are Republicans right now, because guess what? Not all Latinos came here illegally. Many millions of Latinos from various countries came here legally. And often, particularly in Texas, in the border towns, they vote Republican because they came here legally, and while they may have an affinity to someone else who's coming from Mexico or Guatemala or somewhere, they may have some cultural affinity towards them. If they came legally and then they just see this person showing up and getting benefits and and getting in before their own family was able to get in, all those things, they're pissed, and they're rightfully pissed, and they're Americans. And in some sense, they're more American than you are.